All right, good morning everyone. Yes, we're back here for yet another session, the Wednesday analysis. Welcome guys. Hope you are doing well. And this is our Wednesday session, Wednesday analysis segment. So without any further ado, we're going to pray and then get started with our daily analysis. So let's pray. Father, we say thank you for today. Thank you for your goodness. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your grace upon our lives. And we're saying thank you for yesterday's success that you gave unto us, and we are coming to you even tonight, even this day, Lord, asking for the same success, even greater than yesterday. As we start today, let the knowledge and insights, market insights, be part of us, Lord, that we may be able to see what exactly is needed to be done in the market for the glory of your name. We praise, thank you for the profits that we're about to make today. In Jesus' name we prayed. Amen. Yes, Julius, thank you for that reminder. Let me check the sound. All right, I think we are all good now. Now, what I've done today is I've also gone ahead and we are currently streaming on Instagram also, so you can let your friends who are on Instagram get to know that we are also there. We are streaming also on Instagram. I'm not a fan of Instagram, but I don't normally use it, but I had to also get to that platform and find a way to stream there. What we'll be waiting for now is also to stream on TikTok. TikTok is still having issues with streaming, but yeah. Anyways, welcome back guys. Good morning guys. Let's now get into our usual routine, and that is we start with crush 500. Please don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe as we get started. Done here as usual to take us through the analysis. So crush 500, we saw yesterday trying to come around with what we wanted. Remember, the analysis was that we wanted price to break this level right there, and all we want is a pullback to that level. I think we have a pullback. Let me go to H1. It's not yet ready for the buys, but yeah, it broke that level as you clearly see. And then what happened later, price actually was in an uptrend. This was a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high there, higher low, then gave us another high. This is a break of structure here, then came down all the way to this level. If you're looking on M15, it almost touched that level clearly, and then it went back. But on going back, according to M15, we see clearly that it has failed to give us a break of structure to give us a new higher high. So that means price is going to come down to such a level. So this can be my other level of my point of interest to wait for a pullback. So that means we may actually get a good sale here. So having seen this, I think I'm gonna try to look for some sales. Let me delete this. So price has clearly what I told you there's some resistance there. You can see price is failing to break it. So this is the resistance I was talking about yesterday on H4. You can see price has failed to break it. Now it is coming down, so it is likely to reach down below here or to that or H4 OB, wherever it seems right for it. It will come back to that, and then we will get enough momentum to break this resistance right here. So we are selling. Apparently the sales are on. So how are we going to sell this? M15 is ready to sell. M5 is ready to sell. So if I enter now the sales right now, I'm going to be forced to put my stop loss above there. I'm going to be forced to put my stop loss above there. But H4, as we clearly see that the H4 is trying to close with that wick. If I can zoom in, that is the wick on that H4 candle. So I can wait for this H4 to close, then I can come in with the sells. I may not risk it right now to enter sells, because price can easily fake us to enter some sells now, only later to continue with buying. So I'm just going to hold on my entries for sales. Price is below a 10 MA. Price is below a 10 MA. And according to M5, that was where the change of character was. So it came and grabbed liquidity on that OB. On that, it did not actually reach the OB. Did not reach the OB. So I may wait. It did not reach that M5 OB, so I may wait. If it continues, then it is not my trade. Since the H4 is going to close now, so I'm going to hold on to make my entry right here. Since the new H4 is going to close within the next 14 minutes, yeah, I'm not going to trade right now. All right, that's it. So let's leave it on M5. If it continues, then we have missed the entry, but it is likely to give us that kind of move, so we can enter perfectly. If I go to M1, yes, I see a pullback on M1. I see a pullback, short one, so it might not reach where we want it. It might probably come around here. It might not reach where we want it. It might come around there for the pullback. Nevertheless, I have no business now. I've decided not to enter, and I'm going to stick to my decision and not to go into this a lot. So these are my parameters, my points of interest that I've just marked on M5. Let's wait and see if we will probably get an entry before we close the session today. Boom 1000. So boom 1000 yesterday, so still yesterday, let's see, yesterday we were here. Yeah, it continued to sell, just like we had anticipated. Sales are still strong. Why? Because we had seen a break of structure here. Those who remember, we had already seen the break of structure there. So that's why the sales were still strong. And according to H4, it is playing around that daily OB, that level right there. So yesterday closed strongly with a sell, meaning still sellers are still having the momentum, to continue this and break this support, but it's not yet. We haven't seen any breakout on that support. So what are we going to see now? According to M15, we need sells. According to M15, we need sells, and price is failing to break this right here. That is on M15, it is our resistance apparently. According to M15, this is a break of structure right there, according to M15. So it gave us a lower low right here and then went ahead to give us a lower high all the way up there. Now it is dropping to look for a new lower low. So if I am on H4, no, let me stick to M15 as of now. H4 is looking for buys, right? But M15 is not ready to buy, so that means we need to wait for M15 to come to this level right here, to come to that level. Then that means that's where we will be getting our perfect entry for buys if it fails to break this lower low and give us a new lower low. So for now, sales are on. Can I enter now? I think I can. If I enter now, my stop loss is gonna be here, right there, and the new H4 is about to close, so I want to first see the current H4, how it is playing out. It is a sell candle, so why not? I think we have an entry. Right now, so I'm gonna enter entries right here, and I'll put my stop loss right there, and I'll be looking for a 1 to 2. I'm not going to waste time with it. I'm not going to look for a 1 to 3. I will look for a 1 to 2 right here, and if it gets to my 1 to 1 right here, I'll break even immediately, because this is boom 1000. You don't want to over trade it. So 1 to 3 is right there. Maybe 1 to 3 can work out. 1 to 3 can work out. So let's go with the 1 to 3 right there. So the sale is on, and yeah, if price hits this level, my first TP, which is on that low here, then I will be bringing my stop loss to break even. Yeah. All right, so that's it. Our first signal of the day, we've locked it in. Now clearly you guys see the reason why I've decided to enter. It is very clear. This is a break of structure on M15, and it hit to the resistance right there, tested the resistance, and then came and gave us a break of structure, a lower low, lower high. Now it's looking for a new lower low. Simple. Price is below our 10 MA. Perfect. That is why I've decided to enter. All my 3 signals that I normally wait for are confirmed. That's the reason why I've decided to enter that. And the other reason is it is giving me my perfect target, at least a 1 to 3. I mean, at least a 1 to 2 is perfect, so even a 1 to 3 is there. So that's the reason for the entry right there. Now boom 500. So a boom 500, we made money yesterday. This was the trade. I entered here after it pulled me out on my stop loss in profits. I again entered, but I think I was either not thinking or what, but I was not supposed to make that entry. It took me out later, but still I was in profits again. I did not make that huge loss, but then the pullback, clearly you can see where it pulled back to and then continued to sell, just like we had analyzed yesterday. So congrats to anyone who made this money yesterday. Those who remember, our entry was here. After breaking this level, I told you we will make an entry. That was yesterday. That was our resistance, our support level. So we entered there immediately, and it sold perfectly. I had told you if it breaks this level, then we are going to be looking for buys. So that never happened. Actually, it continued to break the support on M15, and later we made our entries right there. That was the entry right there. So it played games there, then later stabilized to continue with the sell, just like we wanted. We had our limit orders there just in case it took us out right here, because our stop loss was right here. So it didn't, so I had to remove the the limit orders right there, because our anticipation was if it fails to break, then it will retest that level so that we can enter perfect sales all the way there, but it did not. So now we can forego all this, can delete all that. Now let's get back to H4. Now on H4, clearly it has hit our target. It has reached that OB, but not quite perfectly, but we can go with that. That was our analysis yesterday, to come to that daily OB. So now I can delete that arrow. Price is oversold already on daily time frame. On weekly time frame, we are still strongly selling, and that rejection tells you exactly that the reason. So right now daily we are oversold. We've reached that OB, but seems not to be a strong OB. We may go through it. Why? I see this as a break of structure on the daily time frame, so that today's candle has already given us a break of structure according to daily time frame. This is a break of structure right there. So the day hasn't closed yet, so we cannot determine it and use this as a break of structure on the daily time frame, but we can use it on H4. If this candle closes below that level, that will be a break of structure for us to continue with sales. So apparently sales are still strong. Sales are still strong. We are still selling strongly. Now we are still selling strongly only and only if this candle H4 in the next 4 minutes closes below that level. That will be a signal that we are still selling strongly. That will be a break of structure. Now if we go to M15 in the next 4 minutes, we clearly see sort of like a double bottom right here. That means price is going to be looking for some liquidity that it left back, but I'm going to be inclined to use my fib. So all I will do is instead of using M15, I will use H1, and that will be my low. That will be the lower high there that gave me this lower low right here. So if M15 is going to do a pullback, it's going to be looking for a liquidity in the supply zone, and that will be something there. That will be another block. If I go to M15, I might as well look for this. That was mitigated, so I might look for that OB right there on M15, where this sell momentum started from. So that's where I believe we are going to see buyers first react back to, before we can come strongly again with a downtrend, according to H4, to actually sell more. So having seen all this, we don't need a fib. Now we can anticipate this. Are we ready to sell on M15? I think no, it's not yet ready. Are we ready to buy? No. M5, I think we are ready. I think we are ready on M5. Yeah, we are ready. Let's wait for the new H4 to start. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining. If it breaks that level, then we have a perfect, you can immediately enter buys. But for now, we wait for this H4 candle to close. You can leave it on M15. Okay, if I enter now, I may have a big stop loss, but at the beginning of H4 we may get a big spike to break this level. So what do? This is M5, this is boom 500. I'm gonna do a risk kind of entry I don't normally do this kind of an entry, but it's gonna be a risk, a kind of risk that I will be okay with. Now I'm gonna enter buys right there. New H4 has started. I'm gonna put my stop loss a little bit here, and my target is going to be all the way there, all the way there. Now if I'm taken out, I'll be okay with this takeout. I'm taking advantage of the fact that the new H4 is starting, and since on M5 we never saw a break of structure, this is no weird, that will be weird break of structure, but on M15 it's not even a break of structure. So I'm taking my chances right here to enter, having seen this momentum right here of this candle. I've decided to make that entry. It is a risky entry. Price has not first broken that level to give me a perfect entry to confirm that it's going to continue buying, but I've decided to make that entry. Nevertheless, it's a risky one. You guys don't have to enter this kind of an entry. Why? Because it is not yet confirmed. It is not yet confirmed. It is not yet confirmed, but I've decided to look for that as in attempt to get a sniper one, a sniper kind of entry as a new H4 begins. All right, so that's it. We'll come back to it. If I'm taken out and it breaks this, then we are out. It's going to continue selling, but having seen on H4 that it broke structure, and according to M15 it has not given us a break of structure right there on this level. That's one other reason why I'm anticipating a spike to actually give me this kind of move before it continues with a downtrend. I think that is enough. I've explained myself there why I decided to make that entry. V25S, Vol 25S. Volatility 25 1S. So right now just a minute. So right now on V25S, yesterday, let's go to yesterday. Okay, I see that. I told you we are still looking for buys, so the buys continued just like I told you. Look at that, and apparently it hit the OB that we had put there. That is a point of interest we had already determined. We determined yesterday, and now clearly yesterday I had also seen that flag, and I knew price was going to continue there, but it was very short. It was a short move. I couldn't make a decision on it. So right now we are seeing, okay, just go back to H4. So H4 is starting to come around. H4 is starting to come around to start selling. Now I want to remind you that looking on H4, this is where we saw the change of character when the sales began, when this sale started, and it confirmed there and then dropped massively there, and then from there we saw a change of character again from that support, and then the buying started. But now it was going there to mitigate the OB, the daily OB there, that daily OB. And now if price goes below my 10 MA on H4, that is a perfect entry. Clearly it is below my 10 MA. Now if I have anyone who has a big account, this would be a swing trade for you right here. Anyone who has a big account, this is a swing trade for you right now, meaning you enter here, your stop loss is right there, your stop loss is right there, and you're swinging it all the way down below, all the way back to this level, that is where you're swinging it to. All right, so what do I do now? I'm gonna swing it. This is V25S, but I need to get a perfect entry. So let's look for a rather perfect entry than now entering, just like that. So we see rejection here. Why? Because of this confluence area just below here, that's the confluence area. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to wait for price to break this confluence area. We no longer need this. This can go, and going back to M15, first go to H4. A new H4 has just started, so, and it is showing us that it is oversold. So it is showing us that it is oversold only because of this confluence area. So if price breaks this level on M15, all I need is a pullback. Then I have a perfect entry where I'll be very comfortable to make that swing move, to make that swing sell move. According to H4, that will be the swing all the way down below. But once you enter there, that means your stop loss now will come right here, not where I had told you above there. That is for you to put your stop loss there. It is when you enter now. But when you wait for this perfect entry on breaking this confluence area, then we have a perfect stop loss above there than getting a bigger one. So for now, I will wait for price to do this for me to make this decision to sell. All right, so that's I think that's clear enough on V25 1S. Let's now head over to V75. All right, so V75, it broke and it had a weird momentum. Look at that. Broke. I could not have even entered it because it was playing games on that support. We had another another point of interest right there, which was another H4 support. Right now, price has broken broken structure, and it is looking for a new lower low according to daily and weekly. So no business here. Look at that. 2 days selling non-stop. 2 days selling non-stop. So I don't want to lie to you that I can trade this right now. I cannot trade it. This is a break of structure going into sales. And remember, looking to the weekly time frame, there is no previous data on this very level that we are on, so there's nothing we can do right here. There's nothing we can do. Price is currently there. That is where price is. I had my horizontal line here. I don't remember why I drew it, but it has been there for quite some time, and clearly it seems price is coming to that according to weekly. So there's no business here. No business. There's no way I can trade it. I can only wait for this and then drop again. So if I'm to wait for this, then I will have to go to M15. The new H4 has just started. The previous one closed strongly. Look at that, no big wicks, just small wicks. They are showing you the momentum of sellers, but that doesn't mean that it cannot give us a pullback. So if I have M15 here, I clearly see that there is an opportunity to actually buy this asset right here. This is no break of structure on M15, but I cannot enter now until price breaks that level. If price breaks that level on M15, I have my perfect entry for buys to buy it all the way there shortly, and I move out and then wait for sales because we are still strongly selling. That is a general trend, but we have an opportunity to buy it once price breaks this level. Then we have our entry to buy it. I may not even wait for the pullback, but sometimes it is better to wait for the pullback after breakout. Once it gives it to you, then you have a perfect entry right there on M15 and M5. So can we wait for this? I think we can. Let's be patient. If it does happen, then we have business with it. If it does not happen, then it will continue selling strongly according to H4, just like we've seen with the previous candles from H4. Now, I think that's clear enough for us. We leave it on M15, and let's now go to jump 50. Jump 50. All right, so this was the analysis yesterday. You can clearly see that we had this level right there as a resistance on M15, and I told you that we were going to anticipate price playing between this level and that level. So it later went down and even broke this support, but it did not break the one down below here. Did not break that. So that's where it came back to, and then it played games. So no need for this one. So it played games there until it gave us a breakout right here, and then after the breakout it retested only to go back inside that ranging zone, and now it is still again playing the same games right now. So we can only trade it between these ranges, these range levels, that and this, but we are already anticipating buys after the breakout. I don't know why. I want to understand this perfectly. Okay, so it reacted to that M15. It reacted to the M15 right there. Reacted to the M15. And then let's see. So the buy here would have been perfect yesterday. In fact, right here, that was a good entry. After giving you this, then it reacted all the way to this OB, and then entry there. This was a perfect buy move, like I wanted, but I was not in the market to actually do that. At that time I was in class. So now, after reaching all the way there, I want to delete this for now because it was not respected. So I'm gonna stay with these. So price is playing within here and there. Those are the limits. So it comes here and goes up there, then goes down, and now it's looking at going up. All right, so we know that price is looking at getting to that level again, probably even break it. So can we enter now according to M15? No, according to M5, it's doing a pullback. So if it is doing a pullback, our fib can be handy right here to understand which level. So I see this perfect move here, price coming here and giving us an entry according to M5. So all I will do is wait. I will do is wait for a perfect entry to actually continue with these buys. That will be my target there. That's gonna be how I will be anticipating to enter the buys here. So for now, I wait. This is J50. That is what I'm gonna be waiting for. That's what I will be waiting for. All right, so enough of this. Let's now head over to J25. Jump 25. First start from daily, hourly. Yesterday price came there, gave us a fake breakout, then dropped. We wanted price to react there so that we can come in with sales. So the sales sort of began, but are we ready to make this move? I think we are. Price is below our 10 MA. And the sell momentum is very strong there, as you can see it. So what is holding us? What is holding us? What is holding us? Okay, so let's first work with this a bit. This was a break of structure, lower low, lower high, so we should be dropping down for a new lower low. Okay, so having seen that, M15, that's a resistance up there, but from this selling, price decided to react to this OB right there. Then momentum started. Now we have a break of structure right here, right there. So according to M15, price is not getting some good momentum on M15 yet. I think I can wait for H for this first hour on this current H4. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm going to wait. M5 is not ready to sell, so we have to wait for M5 to start selling. We have to wait. But if at all it does break immediately here, then we have an immediate entry. No questions asked, no nothing. If at all it breaks here before it goes all the way back up there, then I will have an entry. I will have an entry before it goes there. If it fails to go right there or there to give me a perfect entry and it breaks this level, then I will have an entry. My anticipation is there, and then drop or drop right immediately. Simple as that. That is what I'll be waiting for. That will be what I'll be waiting for. All right, so that is clear enough on J25. on a J25. Hope you guys who trade J25, you are patiently waiting for this. In fact, wait a minute, this is crazy. This is crazy on M15 now that I've just seen. What? This tells me that we are still looking for some buys right here, right there. That is crazy. It's crazy. Wow. So can we enter some buys? According to M5, no. But we can. If you enter now on M5, you have a big stop loss. So the buy is on actually. So scalpers, you guys have a perfect entry around this area. It is likely to give you a signal on CCI so that you can enter perfectly for this buy move. But then it is likely to keep consolidating here. Since this level is an order block, it may act as no. It is going to buy, guys. It is going to buy. Looking at what I've seen on M15, this level here, we are going to buy. Let me first remove these. These are not needed. It is going to buy. We're going to buy. First is going to consolidate here, but then afterwards it will break out. Afterwards it will break, and it will be looking for something like that, according to H4. This is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, no business here. Buys are on. If you want to enter, you can enter according to M15. If you want to enter, you can enter according to M15. This will have you a big stop loss just around there. Then that means if it pulls back, you can have a second entry for these kinds of buys. And I'll be looking for that kind of a TP. I'm looking for a 1 to 2 right now, not a 1 to 3, because of my stop loss here. I'll have another entry which will give me a 1 to 3 later, but I've just seen we are going to continue buys right now, just from this falling wedge right here. Shows me we are continuing with buys. All right, so that's enough on V20 on jump 25. Let's now head over to jump 10. We have 8 minutes remaining. Jump 10. So yesterday, start from M15. It's crazy. We were looking for the buy first. So we entered some buys here. I had another entry here. Buy came there to hit the first TP, and then I broke even and I was taken out. So it did not reach all the way up there. So all this is no longer necessary. This was even a scalping move, a scalp trade. So no business here. So but the sale continued because we knew that we were still selling. The sale continued just like we had already wanted to sell. We were highly looking for sales. And let's now look at daily. All right, so we have that resistance up there. Price has failed to give us a break of structure right there. I think it is even the same on H4. We are reacting to that OB. Clearly you may be asking, why do we have that here? That is a reason why. We had also that right there. That was a fair value gap, but I don't think we are going to see it be reacted on. we have some rejection. Looking at here where we are currently, there's rejection on this level. We can only see it probably on M15. Let's zoom out on M15. You can see the reason why we have that kind of rejection right there. So there's rejection there. Price is failing to break it. Price is failing to break that level. So now, if it is failing to break it, what can we do right here? Zoom in. According to M15, we are still selling, but we will later buy. According to H4, we need sales to continue because price is even below our 10 MA, but the previous candle of H4 closed with a big rejection coming in from buyers, and the current candle started as a buy candle. So what does this tell us? Go to daily time frame. What do we need? The general trend is a buy trend according to daily time frame, and price is even above our 10 MA, so it means buyers still have the say. Why do we say that? This was a break of structure, higher high, higher low, so it's looking for a better momentum to break this resistance up there. That's why we are highly looking for buys on daily time frame. All right, how about weekly? We are looking for buys still. Price, even the CCI signal shows you that we are looking for buys. You can clearly see this. We are looking for buys. So this resistance right here is what is holding us back. Last week closed with that major rejection from buyers, and the current week has started strong without even a pullback. So buys are on. Buys are on. So having seen all that, all I need is now to wait for a perfect entry on M15 for the buys to continue, not for the sells, for the buys. So I will wait. I will now wait for M15 to be ready for the buys. Yeah, I will wait for my entry on M15. So no business currently. I'll just keep holding and waiting. Lastly is gold. This market is still not clear for us. Like I told you yesterday, I may not trade gold for some time. This was a perfect sell today morning, a few hours ago. Clearly yesterday it bought strongly. Today morning started strongly with a buy. We've just seen one candle pullback, 1 hour candle pullback, just like that, and then after that we have seen now a rejection right there, taking us back into buys. So like I said yesterday, this is where we were yesterday. We are still so strongly bullish, so it's quite a challenge. I told you, if I don't see any pullback, I cannot enter buys on gold. If I was in the market by the time it did this, I would have probably made my buy entry, but I was not. So yeah, I've missed that short buy to come to that as my TP. So no business right here. It's still strongly selling, unless if it does something like this. If it fails to break this level, then we can come in with our sales to break this level and take us all the way down here. According to this level, let me go to H4. In fact, it will be all the way down here. That's where we are seeing a break of structure, and that's where we are even seeing a fair value gap just after break of structure. That is a fair value gap right there, according to H4. So for me, a sell can happen if price fails to break that high on M15. A sell can happen, and this sell can drop all the way down below, all the way down there. I'm not saying it is a must to drop down all the way here, because we saw this never happened previous days where we were looking for certain pullback like around here. It did not happen, but it may happen on this case and gives us that kind of a sell, and then later we enter our buys to take us back there. But all starts from M15. If M15 price fails to break that high, this is another block, remember, where this sell momentum started from, right there. So if price fails to break that high, then it will drop. Once it breaks this level, then you know that you have your entry for the sells. All right, so that's it there. No business. We just have to keep waiting. We just have to keep waiting. All right, let's now do a recap. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to follow those who are on Instagram. Don't forget to share and follow those who are watching us live on Instagram. Now we're going to do our recap. We see the trades that we've entered, how they're doing, but also we see what we'll be anticipating in other assets. All right. Sorry guys, sorry. Let's do this. So crash 500. What are we waiting for? So breakout here. So the sell is on. It has broken this level, so I think we can enter sells. Yeah, the sell is on. I'm gonna enter my sells, put my stop loss there, though it has left some fair value gap there. I doubt it will come all the way back. It may actually. It may, because this is another block that price is reacting on M15. And nevertheless, I've entered. Looking at what I have on H4, let me stick to my entry. I've made my sell there, and I'll be looking for my stop loss right here again. And now look at that, we are in money, just like that. We are in money. Congrats those who have just entered with me there. We are in money, just like that. So that is crash 500. I hope you guys can see that. We are in money. We have just entered that sell. All right, boom, 1,000. We are in big money. Now I can break even. Look at that, boom, 1,000. We are in big money. Now I can break even, and it's heading to my 1 to 2 right now as I speak. Remember, we are looking for a 1 to 3, but I told you even a 1 to 2 is good. You don't have to overtrade, and you risk even what the market has given you. So boom, 1,000, we entered it. Those who were with us, congrats. Those who entered the market with us, congrats again. What else? What else? Boom, 500. We entered buys. We were in profits. Now it is doing a pullback. Let's see if it is going to continue with buys. So far we are in 3 trades. All of them have been in profits. Even this is still in profits, but it's doing a pullback. So let's wait and see if it is going to give us some money. Volatility to 25, we need it to break here so that we can make our entries. Until then, we have no business with it. V75, I told you on M15, it's where we can only anticipate a buy, having when it is doing this pullback on H4 after this breakout on the support. So we need a pullback to retest the support level so that it can give us a perfect entry for more of sells. Jump 50, pull back here, then we can enter buys. If it does not, then I'll have no business with it. Jump 25, I told you we are buying, and clearly we are in profits right now as I speak, because it's gonna continue buying according to H4 from what we've seen. And because of this falling wedge, I've decided to make my entry immediately within the falling wedge and looking for that TP right there. So even jump 25 is also in profits. So guys, all the 4 signals are currently working out just like we anticipated. So congrats on all of the 4. If you guys were able to enter, let me know in the comment section which signal did you take. Let me know and let me celebrate you. And of course with J10, still no business until it is ready for the buys. I'm waiting for the signal probably around there until I get a signal to perfectly enter, or right here in the main chart to perfectly enter on M15. I have no business with J10, but having seen the trades that I've already entered, I'm not going to be entering any more other trades. I've already entered 4. I've exceeded my number. So but now already Boom 1000 is in profits, big profits, so I have the ability to even take what I have already now. J25 is also in profits, though it's still playing games, but it is likely to get there. I told you once it pulls back, I can have another entry right around there. If it tries to pull back down, I can have another entry. I can put my limit order right here. So right now, no business. We are still holding our buy move. So with gold, I told you, until if it fails to break that level, if it fails to break this level right here, this OB, then we will be looking at an entry to sell it. But I would rather wait for price to break this OB right here on M15. If price breaks that level, then I have an entry to sell this asset to reach all the way down below. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys had a great time with me. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and please, the VIP signals are available, though today it was a free give to everyone, to you guys who are always on the live analysis. So almost all the daily trades that I make, the number which is normally 3 trades per day, we have gotten already the signals. I will not be giving more signals anymore today. So all the signals are there, so you guys enjoyed together with the VIP guys today. Only that, with the VIP guys, I'll be of course checking up with them and seeing how far they are doing. I see Julia saying market seems to be favorable today, more days profit loading. In Boom 1000. Wow, that's great. You're already in some big profits with Boom 1000. Patrick says those were good spot on entries. Yeah, it was. We were able to grab them. Hopefully Crash will hit a TP. Boom 1000 for it, it's still going steadily. Please don't forget to trail your stop losses as you continue to trade it. Once it hits the target, the 1 to 2, you can bring your stop loss to the 1, this level 1 to 1 there, so that you have something already saved on, or you can take your profit. 1 to 2 is good. A 1 to 2 profit target is very good. Look at Boom 500. Look at Boom 500 is also in big profits as we speak. So congrats guys, congrats if you're able to enter it. It is headed there, so congrats guys. Think that's it. The other one was Jump 25. It is also now in big profits. From there to there, that is big profits on Jump 25. So money is coming in. Congrats guys. Let's now roll it. I'll meet you guys, those on VIP, in our group. Otherwise, the rest of you guys have a nice day. See you tomorrow same time. Bye bye.